What's up? So the House Podcast. It's Jackson.
It's Austin.
I'm Jack.
And this is season 2, episode 2, and we got a good podcast planned for you today.
Jack's back.
Yep, he's back.
Jackson's back to the isolated table over here.
Yep.
But we're ready to get rolling today.
Don't let the height difference fool you. If we want to stand up.
This is an immediate attack to start off the episode.
But yeah, I mean,
as always, EA's behind the camera.
Yep.
So
Jump into it.
We're back and we're going into college basketball.
Yeah. All right. You want to start it? Or?
I'm being honest. College basketball went out of my mind after the Auburn Bama game. So I'm gonna let you start us off here.
Yeah. I mean, not a huge week. I mean, I would say last week was bigger with the 1 versus 2 matchup. But
Yeah.
Auburn, number 1, they win both their games. But you want to talk about Arkansas's big man, Evicic?
Oh my God!
A sharpshooter from 3.
0 for 9.
0 for 9 from 3 in that game. And then Florida, they won both their games, so they're looking to stay number 2 there. And then Duke, same thing. Alabama, though.
Lost to Missouri.
Yeah.
But then had a big bounce that game.
Yeah.
Beat Kentucky by 13.
Yeah,
Who
that
we
is
play
true.
next? Florida.
No idea. Oh, no, it's Mississippi State, right? I'm pretty sure it's Mississippi
not
State.
sure. But,
Didn't y'all beat Mississippi State?
yeah, we beat
Mississippi State, too.
But yeah, they got cooked by Missouri. They let Mizzou put up 110 points on them.
It's so bad for college basketball.
Yeah, that is. They scored 98 and still lost the game.
I don't know how you do that.
Yeah, that's wild.
I turned on the TV to watch some Alabama basketball, and the game already started, and I see 12-0. Missouri's winning. I'm like, what is happening?
Yeah. Houston, big win against Iowa State. Iowa State, they were shorthanded without their top 2 leading scorers. But Houston, I mean, as they should have, without those guys, they won the game over Iowa State. They were at home too. Game day was there. I mean, that's a lot of things at the top. I mean, I can get into the more intricate stuff.
Wasn't there a BYU upset against Arizona? Right.
Yeah, there was. BYU won that game by, I think it was 1 point on a horrible foul call. At the end of the game, Arizona was up 1. They're playing. They're guarding. They're on defense. BYU player shoots like he's backing him down like kind of with a drop step floater, complete air ball, but they call a foul when there wasn't really much contact there. BYU ends up winning the game over Arizona. So there's that. Purdue lost today. That's now 4 straight losses for Purdue.
It's embarrassing.
Yeah, a team that I said was overrated. Before they lost those 4 straight games, they've now lost 4 in a row. Wisconsin lost 2. They lost to Oregon in an overtime game. Oregon now has 9 quad 1 wins, which is second most in the country, behind Auburn. Mizzou lost to Arkansas after beating Bama, so that was kind of weird.
Do you know who leads the college basketball in Pythagorean wins?
I'm not sure.
It's definitely Auburn.
Yeah, probably is.
Probably.
But Mississippi State lost to Oklahoma. That's big for Oklahoma. They got a much needed win to try to keep putting themselves in the tournament. They're on the bubble right now. Same thing. Vandy got a big win over Ole Miss to try to cement themselves. They're also on the bubble. I mean, that's a lot of the main stuff there. But, yeah.
Do we want to move into our hottest food takes?
Hottest food take time?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
We can.
Let's start off with here.
Ooh.
This is
Okay.
probably the most diabolical one.
Yeah, this is the worst take by far.
Should we wait here for last?
Yeah,
Save the best for
worst
last.
for that. Yeah.
Do you want me to go first?
Yeah, you can.
Yeah, you got it.
You can go first.
I'm going. Pepsi is better than Coke. I'm gonna stand on that. Pepsi is sweeter. It has a better taste than Coke. It's not as fizzy as Coke. It's just better. Pepsi's better.
I don't really drink. I don't drink soda, so I don't know.
I don't drink soda. It's kind of crazy. Coke is just better. Maybe I'm a loyalist, but it's got to be
What I
Coke.
say is Dr. Pepper's better than Pepsi. because it's if you want sweeter, Dr Pepper's sweeter than Pepsi,
So good.
and it has more. It doesn't have more fizz, but it's Dr Pepper better than Coke. I could get behind. Pepsi is just worse than Dr. It's just worse than Dr Pepper in every way. I just think they're the same company, Pepsi and Dr Pepper, and Dr Pepper's just better. You know.
I don't think I would have ever had a Diet Dr Pepper if it wasn't for this household. Let's be honest. That fridge downstairs, that's the only reason I'm having the Diet Dr Pepper. But I like it. It's pretty good. Coke Zero is the best type of Coke, in my opinion.
Well, glass Cokes in the glass bottles, not even close. Best drink.
Actually,
100%.
McDonald's Coke and McDonald's Sprite.
But
Or
if
like
it doesn't,
one, two.
anything in a glass bottle would be better. But actual original Mexican Coke is
Now-
so much better.
you give me a Coke at the 9 to 10 turn in golf, golly, from hole 9 to hole 10 when you hit dude, it hits different. I'm not gonna lie. Played with Paxton probably a week or two ago. Had a Coke at the turn. It was great.
All right, I'll go. Apparently, this is a hot take. I didn't know this, but I mean, pancakes are better than waffles. I didn't.
It's just not.
It's
did-
just
that's
not
just
true.
not true.
I didn't know that was a hot take.
It's the same thing with Pepsi. It's just worse in every way.
How-
What is
how?
better about pancakes?
What's better about waffles?
That you pour the syrup
Waffles
on
are
it, and
better.
all the little squares hold the syrup. You
Yes,
know what I mean?
and
you
then
see
the
what
waffles just taste better.
They just taste better. You know.
No.
Just in
Yes.
general.
Yes.
I disagree. I mean, a
They have a
pancake-
little bit of a crunch, but they're soft on the inside.
A
Instead
waffle,
of a pancake is just sad and floppy.
No.
a Waffle House waffle is probably one of the greatest breakfast items.
And then, like, you think a hotel waffle can even be good, and that comes out of a hotel.
like the ones you get the batter.
You get the
poured in,
batter, you
yeah.
pour it in.
The only thing would be
Gosh.
chocolate, like pancakes.
Yeah.
But I would much rather have like a chocolate waffle. I've never had a chocolate waffle, but I guarantee it's better than a chocolate pancake. You know,
But
think
Just
about
out here making stuff
French
up.
toast is better than both of them. So it doesn't
Yeah.
I
matter.
mean,
Wow.
I think waffles won. I think
yeah, I'd take waffles over French toast.
I'm telling y'all.
French toast is definitely last.
No. Y'all go to Edgar's. You know Edgar's?
Yes.
Yeah.
Bro, you go to Edgar's, you go there during breakfast, you get the French toast, bacon, and they have this, like, it's almost like a custard little dip. Dude, oh my gosh, it's the greatest thing they've ever made in my life. It's phenomenal. You pour your syrup on your French toast, you dip it into, like, the little custard thing. The little, I forgot what it's called, it's like some type of cream thing. Dude, it's so good, bro. Holy cow. I could go on for days on that thing.
All right, you're
I probably got a lot of bad food takes, but hottest food takes. I got one that just went in my mind. I think Five Guys fries are just not good. Like, I don't get the hype. They're sloppy. They're sad. I mean, you get a lot of quantity, but they're expensive because it's Five Guys. It's just a sad fry. It's not crunchy. You dip it in a sauce and you're just like, what else is there?
You know, I got a burger, some fries, and a drink, and it came out to $25. So that was a pretty rough experience, and the burger wasn't even good. So.
I haven't had Five Guys in probably like 7 years. So like
That.
so I mean,
7 years is crazy.
so I don't even know, like, I can't even really say anything. I haven't had it
See,
in so long.
Ever since the Five Guys closed, like by the old mall,
Yeah.
dude,
That's one I
Yeah.
do.
that was a sad day.
Well,
What
if
happened to that place?
worst day is when the Johnny Rockets closed.
Oh my
I was so
gosh.
sad, bro.
That's the wait.
The one in the Summit?
No, I'm thinking of Johnny Ray's,
Oh.
the barbecue place that was
I
on
don't think I-
Colonnade.
I didn't have Johnny Rockets Summit a lot. I mean,
I think
we
I had it
had
once, and I
once.
don't think
Yeah.
I don't think I liked it.
Yeah,
that
I
much.
did the same thing
I was
with
also
me.
like 6 years old
That's
though.
the
Yeah,
exact
same.
same. I think I had it when I was like 6 and didn't like it and never went back.
Yeah.
No, it was good, bro.
There was a barbecue place called Johnny Ray's. It was in like the back corner of the Colonnade. Holy cow! Me and my grandparents used to go there. So good.
You know where Johnny Rockets is though. Whenever I think about Johnny Rockets, you know what I think about?
What?
Twisted Cyclone. Right outside Twisted Cyclone is Johnny Rockets. I haven't eaten there because it's always the longest line.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, Six Flags lines are crazy.
Well, yeah, it's
It's like-
park. So.
Yeah.
It's the worst thing.
But it's like out the door for just like a hot dog on it.
But like, Disney lines are fine. Universal lines are fine. Six Flags,
For
Like,
for
Well,
Step
it's not
it up
nearly as
for food.
official, and it's a smaller park.
yeah. But
I don't know. Universal lines are kind of crazy sometimes.
no, just like food line.
Oh yeah. that's
Universal food lines aren't that bad. I think my parents waited like 2 hours to get Six Flags food.
Wow.
When I went on a choir trip to Universal, there was like all the fast food, like I remember there's like Moe's, Panda Express, like all kind of outside the park, and then like we didn't know we could go there to eat, so we went to some like what's that in The Simpsons, like Moe's Tavern or something like that?
Oh yeah.
We went there to eat. Easily the most disgusting food I've ever.
No,
Right.
the food there is not
horrible.
good.
Do you know?
I will stand on the Simpsons ride is the worst ride
No.
at Universal.
I
Oh,
know it
No,
going.
Fast and Furious. Fast and Furious.
Fast and Furious
the
is
Simpsons-
easily the worst.
The
Did
Fast
y'all-
and Furious
The
ride has no point.
The
It-
Simpsons ride is awful. Fast and Furious ride,
Yeah.
never in my
Simpsons
life.
is like bottom three, but
Simpsons
no,
is
Fast and Furious.
horrible, bro.
You don't understand. You get on the party bus. You don't go anywhere, and you just alongside these low quality screens
Okay.
of the hot the cars going down through the highway. It's
I
like-
also think that the like Kong ride or Godzilla ride,
Yeah.
whatever it is, that one's bad.
but at least
the-
it has a cool animatronic.
The
at end.
Fast
Yeah.
and Furious ride, it's not good. But the
Horrible.
Simpsons ride,
No, it's horrible.
it was literally made a negative impact on my day. Like I came off of that ride, I nearly threw up off the ride.
I
I
don't
just
get
felt
nauseous.
bad.
I don't
the rest of the day.
get nauseous from this, but
I don't
yeah.
get nauseous from
My
that.
dad-
It was bad.
I like it because the Simpsons theming, but the ride's objective.
Exactly.
Terrible.
Just because
But-
it's Simpsons themed, it's above Fast and Furious.
My dad went on a 3D one of the 3D rides. I've never seen him more nauseous in my life. It was rough.
Yeah.
Now, did y'all go on the Mummy one? The Mummy ride?
The Revenge of the
No,
Mummy or whatever.
it's
Oh.
always closed when I go.
No,
Every
yeah.
single
One
it's
of the
always.
greatest
I feel so bad. Mummy's so great.
When the fire erupts.
yeah,
Yeah.
oh
What a
my
ride.
god.
Revenge of the Mummy, and it's all indoors.
Yeah.
That's
All,
so much
all
about
the
it.
coasters at Universal are so good. I mean,
Let's.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna give you 4. I'm gonna give you 5. Wait. You got Mummy. You got
Yeah.
Hagrid. Wait, Hagrid's Universal, right?
Yes.
yeah,
Hagrid.
Hagrid's Universal.
Rip Ride Rocket.
Yep,
Velocicoaster.
Yep.
Hulk.
yeah.
What a-
Is
what a
that your
combo.
order or is?
No, that's not the order.
No,
just
that's
5.
not the order, but that's
E.T.
It's such a,
E.T.'s in there.
E.T.
Hey, I can't wait for the new.
that's such a legendary string. Like, that's what makes Universal so good. It's just like great coasters there. But
It's
I,
like-
I
it's
know
a
there's
per-
only 5, but
It's a perfect mix between like Six Flags and Disney, because Disney's
Yeah.
just too like baby.
yeah,
Yeah.
just
But like
yeah.
Six Flags doesn't
You have
that
Velocicoaster?
nostalgia kinda.
Velocicoaster is just like the best. Oh my god,
I- the
Universal is really best in best world.
y'all remember like y'all went on Velocicoaster, right?
Yeah.
I haven't.
Okay, so you know like in the line where like it's the Raptors, they're like
Yeah.
in the cage, bro.
Yeah.
Oh,
They
that
go
was
live,
that was
they
freaking
the,
me out.
the
bro.
nostrils.
It's
open.
freaking
Yeah,
you
bro,
out?
It was freaking me out. It was
It
like way
freaked me
too
out, but it's
realistic.
Do
Yeah.
you want to hear EA's food take now?
Oh,
Oh, got a little off track there. I don't know how to elaborate on it, but I put ketchup on my ham sandwiches.
that is disgusting.
It is
And-
horrible.
Wait, no.
Hey, I guess
horrible.
I don't know if this makes it worse or better. Ketchup and mayonnaise together.
Like,
That is-
I don't know if that improves the, but I never have.
It's like it's only ham, ketchup,
It
mayonnaise.
goes ketchup on one side of the bread, ham, and then mayonnaise on the other side of the bread, and then you eat it.
Disgusting.
It's incredible, but
no.
and I'm gonna be honest with you. If I got to choose, this is gonna make it so much worse. If I could choose any drink in the world to drink with that, it would be milk.
Oh my God.
Just straight milk. And probably a little bit of potato chips on the side.
Bro, that is wild.
The only
Ah.
valid
That has
thing
to be
of that.
shook. It's so bad.
I remember me and EA, we were riding his golf cart coming back from playing golf, and this is how it came up. I don't remember how it came up. It was like, yeah, I put ketchup on my ham sandwiches. I'm like, yo, that is wild. That is wild. He's like, no, it's not that wild. It's not that wild. I'm like, okay, we'll pull the group chat here. We'll pull the group chat. Which is worse? What I said I eat mustard with my turkey sandwich.
So much more. Like I
Normal.
do that too.
Normal.
I don't do that, but it's like normal.
Yeah.
It-
I said, I texted the group chat, which is weirder? Ketchup on a ham sandwich or mustard on a turkey sandwich? Every single person said that, responded was like, yeah, ketchup on a ham sandwich is definitely weirder.
It's disgusting.
Yeah, it's
Like,
horrible.
What is it?
I just didn't know. I wasn't. I had never had that question come up. I just thought it was normal. Honestly.
Another hot take: mashed potatoes are so disgusting. It's not funny.
Oh, mashed potatoes
It's
are
so
so good.
Mashed potatoes
bad.
are
Dude, I hate.
No,
mashed
they're good.
potatoes.
I'll say that's a bad take. I love mashed potatoes.
No,
Yeah.
mashed
I
potatoes
love-
are horrible.
No.
I have if I get a steak, I have to
You
get
ever had
potatoes.
gravy?
No,
Yeah.
If
You've never-
That's like
steak,
a
is,
little
it's
I
a
have a texture
non-negotiable.
Yeah.
I have like a texture problem with foods, like the texture of foods, and mashed potatoes are just like
But
kills me.
mashed potatoes, like, I don't,
With some good gravy, they're good.
or if you're not a gravy guy, you could go the cheese, green onions, bacon route.
I mean, I sometimes if I'm eating them, I have English peas, mashed potatoes, and a roll. Just put them all together.
Y'all
I
ever
mean,
been
it
to a
yeah.
Texas Roadhouse?
Yeah.
Yes, I had
Are they-
Texas Roadhouse taped out on Saturday.
Are their rolls like that good?
Oh, they're good.
I was going.
I got the to-go rolls, and then I got a full, just like little cup of cinnamon butter. I ate like 3 rolls and just dipped them in the cinnamon butter over and over. It's an experience.
I had some family that lives in South Carolina come in town, right? And they really wanted to go to this Chinese buffet place. I was already kind of skeptical. I was like, "What is this?" Because I'm not a big fan of Chinese food. And we go in there, most disgusting place of all time. Food just like it looked like a cafeteria. It was terrible. Food was everywhere on the floors and stuff. So we leave and there's a Texas Roadhouse. I see one of those old like Chevy cars with huge rims. The amount of weed that I smelled in the Texas Roadhouse was unbelievable. I walk in there, I start making faces because of how bad it was. We had to dip and go to I forgot. We went to Margarita Grill, and it put on a pretty terrible performance. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Chinese food is also disgusting, by the way.
I don't know that's
It's not a
that's
good
bad.
idea, I don't think.
Chinese food.
Yeah.
is
No,
just-
Chinese
disgusting.
food is good.
Yeah, like
There's
Chinese
what's the
food.
one?
Just
What's
gotta
the one
get the
in
right
Heights?
stuff.
Chin Express.
Chin
Yeah.
Express is
Bro,
amazing.
terrible.
I like Chin
No, I like
Express.
Chin Express.
I walked in there to get my food. They dogged on me as I walk in. I was so mad. It was terrible. And then the food was terrible. What do y'all get for Chinese? Like
What?
food. What Chinese food y'all get?
Well, okay.
I
I'm
like
gonna be
orange
honest with
chicken, but that's
you.
basic.
Yeah, I mean,
Orange
just egg roll.
chicken?
Do you not like just an egg roll? Just
Egg
regular-
rolls
egg
are
rolls
so
are
good.
good.
Okay, I mean that's.
Orange Panda Express is so good.
I don't think I've ever had Panda Express.
I love
You've never had Panda Express?
Hey,
I like Panda
I have a
Express
hot take.
lot.
Not that I would. This is gonna be hot because I know you will this place. Not because I don't like it because I've never eaten it. I've never had Chipotle before.
Me neither.
You've never
You've
had
never
it.
had
I'm
Chipotle?
right.
I've never had
It's
Chipotle.
my it's my favorite
Have you had
restaurant.
Moe's Southwest?
Yes, I've had most Southwest.
Oh my gosh, it's so good.
We
What?
ate most
What?
Southwest at the Bryant Denny flag football game.
And
How have
Stokes eats crab going out of through the
Oh
open
man,
hole.
out of the bathroom, spills it every. Okay,
Were
that's
y'all
a different
both?
experience.
Were you there?
No.
No. We're not gonna dodge the fact that you've never had Chipotle.
What?
I've never had Chipotle.
Oh, wait,
I've never
how?
had
Wait,
There's not a decent.
We're driving to
around
Chipotle.
here.
We're driving to Chipotle
What,
after
tonight?
after the podcast. Yes.
I'm just not hungry.
How,
No,
I would
we're
enjoy
doing it.
I would enjoy it.
We're doing it.
how have you
We're doing
never?
it.
How have you never had Chipotle?
There's a really nice new Chipotle on yeah.
I know.
I've never
It was like where the old.
My family just doesn't eat it.
Yeah, there's a bank right next to it. Like,
I'm sure I would like it, but I just never had it.
It's
just, like-
so good. Like it's
they
not
do
it's
nachos?
not Mexican food. It's Mexican inspired, but it's so good. Like I don't get it.
Wasn't there a guy in Alabama who like ate it for 1,000 days straight?
Actually,
I saw that guy on my Instagram a lot.
I know who you're talking
Yes,
about. Yes.
what?
I know what you're talking about.
I'm trying to think of another
He was on my
restaurant like that.
Instagram
Yeah,
too.
like day 833 of eating Chipotle.
Yes, bro. I know what you're talking about.
Moe's Southwest is so good.
Yeah.
It's so good.
It sucks that one at this.
I need
the
to.
Civic
Did
Hall.
y'all hear
I
about
haven't
this?
had Moe's Southwest in
Surely
like
they know
3
about
years.
the Stokes story, right?
I
Yeah.
have. No,
That was terrible. That was
That's funny.
hilarious. Brian,
was eating.
we need to go and watch a Bama game again. Or that was
That's
flag
flag
football.
football.
Yeah.
I mean, I watched one of them.
Rough season for the flag football this year.
What happened?
Well, we looked good, and then we just got blown out by like I don't even know who we got beat by.
It was Saraland.
What?
Saraland?
Oh,
It's
Wait,
in
it was
Mobile,
either that or-
right?
Wait, are you talking about flag football?
did you go to the one in Auburn or like Opelika?
I don't
Dude.
travel for them.
Yeah, I went there because I just didn't want to go to school. My parents would let me, and we went and explored Auburn for the day. It was
Sounds
pretty
fun.
terrible.
Dude, I need another Diet Dr Pepper.
Bro,
I know.
it's fine though.
All right,
I can't
well-
get up during the podcast and get one.
Can we talk about TGL? Real quick?
Yeah.
TGL.
Phenomenal.
What masterpiece! When I've never had so much fun watching golf. It is so
Yeah,
much fun.
okay.
Did you watch the triple header? There was a triple header. Did you see where so JT they're down by 2. I think they're down by 2. Atlanta was playing LA Golf Club.
Yeah.
And they were down 5 to 3. I can't remember how it happened. They were down 5-3. They win a hole when the hammer was thrown.
Uh-huh.
So they come up 5-4. And then JT has a rough shot. He chips it, doesn't even make it on the green.
Yeah.
Has to chip it in to win the hole and send it to overtime. He makes it.
Yep.
One of the most electric things. And then Tommy Fleetwood just, like in the overtime when they were doing the shootout, just nails like a 30-yard chip shot like it was nothing. It's crazy.
Man, I wish I knew what y'all were talking about
It's phenomenal.
But when Wyndham Clark hit like the
Oh my goodness.
that was electric.
Tom Kim, bro.
Yes.
It is so much fun to watch. Did you see
Tom-
where LA Golf signed Tony Finau to a one-match signing?
No,
They ran. I don't even know you could sign players.
I mean yeah.
They signed Tony Finau to play this coming. I guess this coming Monday.
I remember Tom Kim was getting fired up in the President's Cup. He's definitely he's the kind of guy.
Young too.
He's the kind of guy you want in TGL. I mean,
yeah.
he's got a bunch of energy. He'll get fired up.
And then I feel one of the most iconic TGL moments so far is when Kevin Kisner blades that shot and then almost sends it into the crowd, but he hits the flag stick and it saves everybody. That was hilarious.
Jack getting emails every 5 seconds right now.
That's fine.
What there was also when Tiger, have you seen it? Tiger was he didn't know what yardage it was.
Oh yes.
So-
They miscommunicated
Yes.
the yardage.
He yells back to his team, "How far is it?" And he says 99 or something.
bro.
So he hits a wedge shot, but they were it was actually 199.
Yeah, it was hilarious.
Yeah, it was funny.
Jupiter Lynx is just 10-3 versus New York. That's just rough. The triple header was so much fun to watch.
Yeah.
The Bay Ludwig is just such a dog. I was looking at his swing. He's a robot.
He came up. That was after he won the Genesis.
Yeah, bro cooked. Boston Common Golf. I don't know why that's their name or why they're the Frogs,
This is such a bad
but
name.
they haven't won a TGL match yet.
Is that
How many have there
Rory's
been?
team?
What's their
that
record?
is
That's the team that's
that's
it's
what's his name?
Keegan
Old guy.
Bradley.
Yeah, Keegan Bradley.
Yeah.
Him. Dude, that's rough. I'm not gonna lie. They need what Jupiter Lynx. They're not winning a lot.
No.
I'm sorry, but it's got the three's got to be Tom Kim, Max Homa, and who's the third?
Kisner is on their team, right?
Oh yeah, Kisner. No,
Yeah.
the Tiger Woods is better than Kisner.
Yeah, they just picked the two oldest guys. They thought Kisner and Tiger were gonna come out of their primes. Yeah, I don't know what they were doing.
I think the Bay Golf Club's easily the best team in the TGL. Wyndham, Ludwig, Shane Lowry,
Yeah,
and then
that's a
whoever
good
the
team.
fourth is.
That's a good team. Yeah.
Let's get to the NBA now.
Yeah.
So,
All right. NBA. You want to start off NBA? You've been kind of quiet.
Yeah, because y'all have been talking about golf.
Okay.
I don't know what to say about the NBA. I mean, it's going. All-Star Weekend was, meh. It was bad.
Who even won?
The old,
Was it
old,
the
old,
The OGs.
The OGs won.
Shaq's OGs.
Shaq's OGs.
Tyler Hero won 3-point. I think we talked about that last week. Matt
Yeah.
McClung 3-peat.
Yeah.
He's a good dunker, and
Have
he's
y'all talked
6'1".
Actually,
Yeah.
Hornets looking strong right now, coming through some big weeks right now.
dude, the
Blazers franchise record.
Yeah, that was. I didn't even watch the game. I just.
Hornets are on the screen right now. So they can
Oh, they are. That's
Nice.
Yeah, no. They actually beat who they beat? The Lakers. So they got to win. That was their 14th of the
Yo,
year.
didn't the Lakers have an insane? They won 123 to 100. I forgot they played, but Luka had 32.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
saw
I
that.
saw that.
They had 4 players with 20.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was crazy. That's scary. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
I'm kind of glad that they didn't give away Dalton Connect. I like Dalton Connect, but
Yeah.
it probably been good for the Hornets. Actually, I don't know.
Mark
No,
Williams.
I
Is,
remember that.
Mark
Mark
Williams
Williams.
is a dog, but
Yeah, Mark Williams is good.
Didn't LeBron dunk on Mark Williams?
Probably.
Yeah, I think he did.
Yeah.
I saw that. But yeah.
Did y'all talk about the hockey game?
No.
Oh my!
we did not
gosh.
talk about it.
That,
Yeah.
The first one.
The
Was
first
that, I
one-
think. But the second one hadn't happened.
Yeah. The second one hadn't happened.
Well, holy cow, that was awesome.
Yeah.
That was so much.
I mean, the fighting and the 3 fights first 9 seconds.
that was the first match. There was no fights in the championship. I was very
Yeah.
I
disappointed.
mean, there was one. I feel
There's
like there was one scuffle.
Yeah, there was two or three scuffles. It's
Yeah.
just I bet you there was some trash talk being thrown. But they were probably told not to fight that much again. But
Yeah.
have y'all watched the movie Miracle or Miracle on Ice, whatever it is?
Yeah, man.
It's the hockey game. It's the hockey movie.
No,
with the speech.
Yes, and then the hype video was a mixture of the actual hockey players, and it was the speech of the movie. That was easily the coolest thing I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
Actually, one of the coolest things ever. Probably not cool.
Easily the coolest.
And then when they would score in Freebird, right when like the good.
No,
part of
that
Freebird-
was
Oh my
sick.
gosh, bro!
Yeah.
I've never felt so much. That was great. That was great.
Well, unfortunately, we lost in overtime.
Who scored the last one? McDavid.
Yeah, it was Connor McDavid.
Isn't he on the Blackhawks? Or am I just?
No,
I don't
he's
even
the
know
same.
about hockey, man.
I think he's on maybe the Wheelers. I don't know.
it stinks because like I'm never gonna watch NHL because there's just not that same like.
No, yeah.
I don't know.
No, he's on.
Oh, the national.
He's on the
anthem.
Oilers. Hey,
Oh my gosh. man.
what a pull!
Did y'all listen to the national anthem before the game?
No.
We couldn't. We were in Waldos, so that's
Oh,
so sad.
Well, it was easily the worst national anthem I've ever heard. She went into like an opera type thing, and it was just not good. It was just not good.
It was not
I
good.
want to make a petition, Chris Stapleton, to sing every single big time national anthem. What did he do at the Super Bowl one
Yeah.
year?
He'd be
Yeah.
pretty busy.
That was the first Chiefs Eagles, right? When he sang
I'm
it.
not sure.
I don't know, but that was easily the best national anthem I've ever heard in my life.
Big news. Should we talk about Wimby injured?
Oh, would be out for the year.
What happened to him?
I
shoulder
heard
disease.
Yeah, it's
like
Shoulder
deep,
disease?
deep
Shoulder
bone.
disease.
Some
Disease.
Disease.
Does he have blood clot? Or?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
it's
like-
like blood
Oh
clots.
yes.
Yeah.
I saw that.
That's unfortunate. I
Yeah.
mean, I did hear one conspiracy theory about how they're gonna try to get another start in the draft, and they just said, "Yeah, get out."
Ooh.
But that's some crazy person
Is it-
talking that doesn't have a life. So
Isn't he like not like eligible for the DPOI now?
yeah.
but that's so sad because
I mean, he easily has.
it is so dominant, and you just want him to win that because 3.8 blocks a game. Who do you think's gonna win it now? Daniels or
I think Dyson Daniels will win it.
Dyson Daniels.
I think
Never
so.
heard of him.
how do you?
I don't think
I've
I've
heard
ever
of
heard
the
of
Great
Dyson
Barrier
Daniels.
Thief.
Like Hawks' new legend, just
Yeah, the new.
he's
legend.
on the team
Oh,
this year, but
Yeah,
he's in the DeJounte Murray trade, right?
yeah, he was.
I mean, he's been cooking on the defensive end.
Yeah, I don't even know who else would be in contention for it. Honestly,
I mean, there's
I mean,
y'all keep talking. I'm gonna look at odds.
I don't. It's like I don't know who else would be in the race, honestly. But what's it saying? Jaren Jackson Jr. That makes sense.
Decent. Wow, no, Lou Dort is third.
That is wild. Evan Mobley.
I
That
mean-
makes sense.
Jaron Jackson Jr., Evan Mobley, Lou Dort. So Dyson Daniels is not on there. I must
I
be
still-
living in the past.
I think Daniel should definitely be on there.
If you
But-
bet $10 on Jaron Jackson Jr., you'll win $18.
Hey.
So-
You go.
But
I can't wait for March Madness. I'll be honest.
Oh yeah, same.
Hey.
we're ready.
Yeah, we're so ready.
There's gonna be we're gonna make a video where it's just gonna be us filling this out. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's,
Definitely.
I'm excited.
Yeah, we're
March
ready.
Madness is like, I love March Madness.
Hey, we didn't speak on how underrated Lou Dort is. He's just really good. I
That
just
is
wanted
true.
to say that.
I mean, Thunder. Yeah.
Who was?
They really.
I feel like Anderson was in my math class in 8th grade. It was Miss Johnston. No, you were in my math class. You sat next to what's her name? She like doesn't go to our school anymore. You were in my class. I remember that.
What period did you get? I just.
Third or
no,
fifth?
no. I wasn't.
No, I
was in
promise you,
class.
you were mine.
I was in.
Seventh grade.
I was in his.
8th grade. We were in the same class.
Yeah.
You're Miss Johnston though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Me, Parker, and Paxton were in the same class.
No.
I could have sworn you. What was that one girl's name?
Preston.
That played basketball. You sat next to her.
Dana probably.
Yes. Dude.
Wait, is that
I did not say
is
that.
that the 8th grade dance?
I
Yes.
said.
Yes.
I
Okay,
said.
what's the point here? This is.
I don't
Okay,
know
sorry.
what we were talking
I
about.
remember. Sorry, guys. March Madness. I was in Miss Ely's class, and like somehow Miss Johnston had like a tie to Furman, and I was watching the Furman.
Her daughter danced.
Yeah, she was in the
Furman.
dance team.
Yeah.
Who was it? Furman.
Yeah.
Dude, that
Why
was
are we-
so awesome.
What are we
Yeah.
talking about?
It was just a March Madness memory that I.
You know the guy. The guy who hit the shot is on Auburn's roster right now.
Actually.
Yeah, he doesn't play though, but
Because Auburn's.
Yeah. What happened to Doug Etter? Isn't that his name?
yeah.
What was he?
St. Peter's.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, he's
Some
probably
of those
just
guys
not
just
big enough
like
talent for
keep
the league.
But
What happened to old Golke? Jack Golke? Wasn't that his name?
I think I saw something where he might be in the G League.
Yeah, I saw he was kind of cooking. I think he had like 4 3-pointers and like I don't know.
I think I saw that.
Do we want to talk about our top 10
Yeah.
NBA players?
Wait,
time.
there's been a lot of controversy among us recently about who's the GOAT, or not necessarily who's the
Michael
GOAT.
Jordan.
We all
But,
are Michael Jordan train.
Just the GOAT rankings in terms of top 10 players of all time in the NBA. So I'll let EA lead off since he's.
Well, okay. Here's what I'll say. I have my top 3 set definitely, and okay, MJ, LeBron, and then I feel like no one else.
Does everybody have
agree
that?
with
MJ, LeBron.
MJ
No
LeBron.
one's gonna agree with
That's
that.
obvious.
Okay, I mean everyone's gonna have him top 8, probably top 6, but I think Larry Bird's 3. You watch Larry Bird, his playmaking. He's the clutchest player of all time. Okay, he
I
doesn't
love
miss
Larry
in
Bird.
clutch. Oh my gosh, his playmaking abilities. He does some cool. I mean, I think he's 3. I know I'd have Kareem 4, probably Magic 5. I know those guys are probably consensus-wise above Larry Bird. I take Larry Bird. I think Larry Bird's better than Magic Johnson. Those were always a rivalry, right? Weren't they 1-2 in the draft too? I just think Celtics Lakers, iconic. But
I wish we could have watched Larry Bird. He
I take Larry. I mean, I'm taking Larry Bird 3. He doesn't contend with his top 2, obviously, but
yeah,
I think fun to watch. He's third, or compared to the other guys, I'd rather watch Larry Bird highlights, and I think it's cool. I mean,
so he's ranking his players off whose highlights he would.
But I mean, I
guys.
didn't watch
Level
Celtics
Yeah.
games back in the '80s. I wasn't just always watching them. But I mean, I just think he's 3. And the numbers. I mean, he was good numbers wise too. You want to bring up stats. But,
3 MVPs in a row. I know that.
So,
but he was so clutch. I mean, MJ's clutch. Larry Bird's clutch. He's clutch. I'm saying, he didn't miss when it came down to it.
so who do you have else in rounding out the top 5?
Then probably Kareem, Magic.
Okay. Stern.
Bill
Kobe.
Russell,
Kobe.
maybe at 6, maybe Wilt 7. Kobe is up there too. I don't know where. I'll probably say that. Maybe I put Kobe 7, Wilt 8.
Shaq.
Okay, I'm gonna name off. Okay, Tim Duncan 9. I'll have Tim. Then 10.
10's the complicated slide.
Here's what I'll say. Shaq's in there. I say KD is in the conversation. Hakeem Olajuwon is in the conversation.
Yeah.
I know no one else is gonna say Hakeem, so I'll say Hakeem at 10.
All right.
Okay.
And then like Shaq.
I can go next.
All right.
I typed it out on my phone real quick.
Okay.
Um,
I don't know if I can
So,
maybe 10.
number 1, Jordan. Number 2, Bron. Then I got my 3 is Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. And then 4 and 5, Magic and Bird, respectfully.
Okay.
I mean, respectively, whatever. And then 6, I got Bill Russell.
Okay.
Because he's the most winningest
Yeah.
player of all time. 7, Kobe. I mean, a lot of people have Kobe higher than that, but he's definitely in the top 10. 8, Tim Duncan, because fundamental goat. 9, Curry. I mean, you gotta remember Curry.
Yeah.
And then,
I like Curry in the top.
My 10 slot is the hardest. I legitimately don't know. It's between Shaq and Hakeem. Wilt is the next one, and then it's KD. But it's 10 and 11 are Shaq and Hakeem, and I don't know which one to put over the other because I don't know.
In my opinion,
I don't
it has
know
to be
which way
Shaq.
to go. What?
In my opinion, it's Shaq. But
Shaq?
Shaq. I'll go. Jordan, LeBron, Kareem. I think Kareem's at 3 too. I mean, he was the leading scorer up until LeBron broke it. At 4, I'm gonna go Kobe. I'm a big Kobe guy. I mean, I just think you look at. I mean, Michael Jordan's at 1, and Kobe's the closest player we've ever seen to Michael Jordan. So Kobe at 4, Larry Bird at 5, Magic at 6. I'll throw Bill Russell at 7. I mean, he has 11 championships, and then I'll go Curry at 8. I'll go Tim Duncan at 9, or Wilt Chamberlain at 9. Shaq at 10.
Okay. Tim Duncan 11.
I mean, my Wilt disrespect is so much higher than y'all's. He's number 12.
Yeah, I mean, Wilt.
Look, me and us talked about this. Comparing, like, Wilt Chamberlain to, like, Kobe Bryant, it's just not comparable. Because look at who Wilt Chamberlain was playing.
Yeah.
It's a bunch of, like, you know what I mean? But his stats is, like, unbelievable. You know, kind of stuff.
50
Yeah,
points
but-
per game
But
in
how are
a
you supposed
season.
to compare that to
He
Bryant?
always loses to Bill Russell. Bill Russell's just so much. I didn't
Okay.
throw Wilt Chamberlain.
My-
Bill Russell has more MVPs too. It's bad.
My top 10 is the exact same as his. Is just switch Tim Duncan and switch Wilt. So 1 MJ, 2 LeBron, 3 Kareem, 4 Kobe, 5 Bird, Magic at 6, and then 7. You said Curry, right? Or
Bill Russell.
Bill Russell, then Curry,
Yeah.
then Tim Duncan, Shaq, and then 11 is Wilt.
I have my opinions. Me and Austin had an argument about this. KD versus Curry. I don't think either of them.
Curry.
You
It's
gotta
so
go Curry.
easy, Curry.
I don't think either of them are top 10. I don't think I would put either.
I have Curry low
But
top 10. I have KD like 13.
I'd have KD above Curry in the 10 to 15 range.
I mean, KD had to join Steph Curry to win championships. So
KD had to join
But
Steph
he is
Curry.
just so much more dominant offensive.
No,
I
mean
not
Curry's more
shooting,
impactful.
but I'm not gonna say he changed the game.
He changed the game. He did.
But as a
That's
score, a pure score, Kevin Durant is way up there. Also.
Yeah,
It
I mean,
might be
obviously, like,
one.
him
honestly.
and like Kyrie are. I
And
mean,
he's better
I'm
defensive
a lot
than
more
Curry,
him, but
You know?
KD's so good. Like he has such a huge bag, but you're looking at like accolades and accomplishments in the league. I
He
feel
has-
like Curry has a lot more of that. I mean, Kevin Durant actually might be one of the greatest Olympic players of all time, but Curry has 4 championships. He has a finals MVP. Should have been 2.
should be 2.
He has 2 MVPs. He has a 3-point scoring record. He changed the game.
Yeah.
He has a ton of All-Star appearances and like all.
Why-
Kevin Durant, 15 All-Star selections. Curry's 11. Okay.
Who's
Kevin
been in
Durant
the
was a
league longer?
6-time All NBA first team. Curry's 4. He was a 5-time All NBA second team. Curry was 4. 4-time scoring champion. Curry was 2. And he was 2-time Finals MVP. Curry was 1.
Okay.
We're talking about accolades. Kevin Durant is higher than him in all of them.
Nobody says, "Oh, I want to shoot all these mid ranges because of Kevin Durant." But
Well,
people
no,
say,
you
"I want to
change the
shoot.
game.
I want to
But
shoot
he's a
threes
better
like Steph
he's
Curry."
better on offense. He's a better scorer. And he's a better defender.
No, I still think it's got to be Curry. I mean,
I think it's great.
Curry's the best shooter of all time.
Yeah.
Kevin Durant can making his own shot.
The 2022
Might be
Warriors
best of all time.
finals run, I think, boosted Curry over KD. What Curry did to bring that team to a championship in 2022, carrying washed Klay Thompson and
Wash, Klay Thompson, and friends,
And-
pretty much. Wiggins,
Kevon Looney was
Kevon
like one of
Looney,
their better
Otto
players.
Porter,
Yeah.
Terry Payton.
Yeah,
like-
it was, yeah. Oh, yeah. I think
Jordan
that run.
Poole.
Yeah, Jordan Poole.
Jordan Poole.
I think
And
that
they
run,
beat the Celtics. I mean, that was before the team that.
Yeah,
Celtics
that was
are
before they
insane
had
now.
Drew Holiday.
Yeah,
But
Drew and Kristaps.
Yeah.
Which is nuts.
but
Dude, take me back to Dame on the Blazers, bro.
He's up there for clutch. You know, Dame in his clutches.
Yeah.
I think he's up there.
where are you putting Dame in terms of point guards?
I don't know, but
No,
Every-
all time.
every now and then I
Not
get
top
the-
5 for sure.
Who's top 5?
I'm trying to think. I mean, Curry, Magic Johnson. I don't know. That's not the order.
Yeah.
Curry, Magic Johnson up there.
mean,
I just got
John Stockton.
to think.
John Stockton.
M-
He's the all-time
he-
assists and
He's there
steals
with
leader.
John Stockton probably.
oh my
like
gosh. Y'all
Steve
talking about
Nash.
just point guards, not
Yeah.
clutch.
Yeah.
My fault. I was lost.
Yeah.
I'm also thinking like
Steve Nash.
Steve Nash, Isaiah Thomas.
Isaiah Thomas.
Yeah,
I'm taking all those guys every day.
I'm forgetting like somebody.
Should I go
Hold
to
up.
SGA.
I'm just gonna look up all-time point guards.
So
Sometimes I still get like the Instagram reel of when Dame hit that step back game winning 3 over Paul George.
Yeah.
And it makes
Wow.
me smile.
Yeah,
so
I mean,
much.
we probably just named the top 5. There also could
Oscar
be like
Robertson.
Oscar Robertson.
He played for the Kings,
CP3.
right?
Yeah, did I say Chris Paul? No.
this
Okay.
is the
CP3
argument
also.
I made with Austin. I had all the statistics for Kevin Durant. You remember that?
Yeah, I do.
And then he came back with the changing the game.
Yeah,
Changed
I
the
mean, he
game.
changed the game. But
he changed the game.
I mean,
Changed the game.
okay. But by the numbers, it's gotta be KD. But I get that. You know.
I'm not saying KD's some bum. I think KD's the 13th greatest player of all time. Like,
Well, if
he's
you're
really
looking
good,
by the
but-
numbers, it probably also says LeBron over MJ. But
Well, not if you look at like. What was did
Not
LeBron
championships.
break
Not
MJ's 30
championships.
points per game? 30 plus points per game. Did he break that this season?
Yeah.
MJ's that tells you all you need to know.
I mean, I'm not arguing for LeBron. I'm just saying.
I mean, MJ, what he did in I don't know if it's 13 or 15 years is kind of crazy.
Yeah.
Just because
I mean,
he played. There was one season where he played 2 games and got an All-Star mention, and not All-Star mention. He made the All-Star team, and they took him out because he only played 2 games. I mean, not because he only played 2 games. It's just because he was injured.
Yeah.
He broke his finger or something.
I mean, there was a real chance that he could have had an 8P if he didn't play baseball.
I don't know that. In my MJ thing, I think retiring the first time was fine. He shouldn't. If he stayed retired the second time, his legacy would be so much better. I
Yeah,
mean,
the
he wouldn't be
Wizards.
up there in the points, but you think about his scoring average. He would be he would have 12 All-Stars or whatever, but he would be averaging 32 points per game over a career. That's far and above the most of all time. That's just crazy.
Where do you think Jokic ranks or Giannis?
I have Jokic above Giannis all time.
Yeah,
Agree.
I think Jokic is top 20.
Yeah.
I think Giannis is lower top 20. I think you could put Jokic as high as 15 or 16. I mean, it's kind of
Yeah.
crazy, but
No, I agree.
he's good.
I mean, yeah. I saw some stat. It was based off of it was some weird stat. It was box score. It was box plus minus or something. And Nikola Jokic had 6 seasons of Michael Jordan level in that stat.
No, Nikola Jokic, if you think about it, he might be the greatest offensive player of all time.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Which, I mean, it's just nuts.
Yeah, it's wild. But I mean, kind of last thing here. Fantasy football is kind of what we started the pod with. So,
It's way, 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 way too early.
but
EA's first rounds, right?
Yeah.
You want to?
Okay.
his first round if the draft was right now, which means absolutely nothing because it's in August. But if it were right now,
We might have a dynasty draft soon.
You know,
That is
I'm just
cool.
gonna.
That's gonna be fun.
Yeah, it's gonna be really fun. Yeah, it's gonna,
Dynasty's gonna be fun, bro.
I'm just
trading
gonna- I'm
picks
just
and
gonna
stuff,
say 'em.
bro. Oh my god.
I'm just gonna say them. Now, I'll make a couple disclaimers because it's February.
Yeah.
You know, I think some of these will stay, and I kind of know what's gonna happen with some of these, and most of these guys' situations will be the same since they're star players. But okay. Reactions at the end, okay? Because I mean, you know what I mean. Okay, number 1, Jamar Chase. 2, Jahmyr Gibbs. 3, Saquon Barkley. 4, Bijan. 5, Justin Jefferson. 6, CeeDee Lamb. 7, Devon Achane. 8, Puka Nacua. This is assuming Cooper Kupp is gone. He was told he was getting traded. So 9, Amon Ra. 10, Nico Collins. 11, AJ Brown. Now right now I have 12, Brian Thomas Jr. If they draft Tedero McMillan, then he won't be 12, and I'd probably have Christian McCaffrey at 12. But right now I have him at 12. Maybe I throw Christian McCaffrey in there, and then Derrick Henry at 14. I'm comfortable with him being behind Christian McCaffrey. That's the top 12 right now. I have
Jahmyr-
biggest thing is Jahmyr
You had
Gibbs
Jahmyr
at
too,
RB1.
right?
yeah.
Had him RB1, second overall.
Nah.
I told us about this stuff. So
I mean,
I don't know.
I just
What
think
do you think changes?
is Chase the clear cut number 1 right now?
Either
my
him or
opinion.
Saquon.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
It's like Jamar, Saquon, Jamar. I don't
last
know.
season I thought,
I had both. We both had both those players on our teams last year. That was insane.
oh yeah,
At different
Because
times.
yeah.
We traded them for each other.
I made some very questionable trades.
Yeah, you,
Like, I should
we
never again
we
use
talked about it in the last pod. Don't worry.
last
I
pod
mean, you made
we
26.
But it
so it's bound
we
to
talked
have
about an incident that we don't have to bring up. Also,
Which one?
I don't
you know which one.
Not ring bell.
incident.
You're not making me say it.
But I'm lost. But
My least favorite trade that he made, and I hated it when he did it, was the DK Metcalf for Brian Thomas Jr. and Bucky Irving and some other picks. That one was bad now. I didn't like it when he did it. But
My
you
least
made good
favorite
trades
one-
overall.
My least favorite one was the Ramondre for AJ Brown.
oh,
Okay,
my
that one,
God.
I thought he was going to roll it. I thought he was going to say, okay, you can revert it now.
Hey,
so he was,
It wasn't 1-for-1. It's not that bad, but it was
no,
horrible.
but it was bad.
It was
bad.
horrible.
Rough, bro.
I was waiting on it.
Failed it.
I mean,
I forgot it just went down from my memory.
Julian
How
Pack-
did we
built
get, who did I get
Julian's
rid of him
team.
to?
You built his
I gave it
team.
to
Julian
Silas.
made the playoffs because of Jack.
I carried two
And
teams.
Mix- and
to
oh,
get
I
to the
was said
playoffs.
Okay, so back to the top 12. Okay, here's my thing with Jameer Gibbs. Okay, I picked last year. Jamar Chase finishes a 1-on-1. That's why I wanted to be around 4 or 5 because that's where you get Jamar Chase last year. This year, if I had to pick right now, I would say Jameer Gibbs to finish his 1-on-1. He is going to be 23 next year. David Montgomery is going to be 29, I think. David Montgomery's going to age. And
No, he's
with the new-
still gonna have a huge role in the offense. I think
it's
it'll
gonna,
be. I think that if this year was 60-40, I don't know if that's right. I don't
Yeah.
know what number it is, but let's just say if this year was 60-40, next year will be more like 70-30. But
Well, I think here's the thing. If you look at the production of them in games where the Lions were playing close games, Jameer Gibbs owned the backfield. He was in the backfield a lot more than Dave Montgomery was. Dave Montgomery got almost all of his usage when they were blowing teams out. And I don't think the Lions are going to be as good as they were last year. I think most people would say that. I think they're going to be a lot more close games. They used Jameer Gibbs so much more. That they had a ton of receiving usage for him, a ton of goal line usage. They used him a lot when they did Dave Montgomery. Dave Montgomery's more just the bruiser back, beat down the defense late in the game, milk the clock. And new offensive scheme. I've told Austin, I think the smaller, really quick running backs might be the next thing in the NFL for offenses. They're so hard to plan for, so hard to keep contained. And Jameer Gibbs is kind of like the prototype for it. And I just think in the Lions offense, best offensive line in the NFL, okay, I don't think Jared Goff is as good as everyone makes him to be, just as a talent. I think he can be incredible. Just leaks out the backfield. Great receiving floor, just like Bijan, which is why I have Bijan. Everyone has Bijan super high. I just love Jameer Gibbs.
I wanted to bring up I don't know whose it was, but our Raheem Mostert HN take sometime last year. It was bad.
Yeah.
So I don't know who it was, but someone had the take that it wasn't me for sure. Someone had the take that Raheem Mostert would still be really relevant because they wouldn't use Achan ever as a goal back, like a goal line
I
back.
might have agreed with that, but I know he was big on Mostert. And guess who ended up drafting him? Me. But
Mostert was supposed to be good.
it
bro.
could be the same thing. If you
It's
look at the
crazy.
back,
That's what
Achan and
happened with
Mostert
Mostert.
and Dave Montgomery.
It was
That's
supposed to be the same thing, but it was completely
I
different.
think and Achan is a very similar back to Jameer Gibbs. Quick,
Mostert
great
was
receiver,
supposed to be
impossible to
good.
contain.
He
It could be
was
the exact same
supposed to
thing,
be
except the
good.
Lions are in a better offense. With
The
a better
Dolphins
offensive
were
line,
bad last
with
year,
better
so.
coaching. Jameer Gibbs, I'm just so excited about Jameer Gibbs. That's why I have him at 2. I wouldn't draft him over Jamar Chase,
I just
but
don't
I would
think.
over Saquon.
I just think the Lions' offense is gonna get worse.
I think so too.
I've-
But that's why I have Amon Ra lower. I think the passing game is going to get significantly worse because they won't have. I don't think Ben Johnson. I think Ben Johnson helps the quarterback out a lot. Jameer Gibbs is such a weapon, just giving him the football as a playmaker. I think, and they can make little leak out throws. Anyone can do that. I just think I'm so excited with Jameer Gibbs. Just overall.
I have 2 questions.
Okay.
First one, who y'all think will be better next year? Chase Brown, Kyron Williams.
I like Kyron.
Kyron Williams.
I like Kyrie.
Yeah, I like
I don't
Kyron.
understand. Here's my thing about Chase Brown. He wasn't the lead back when Zach Moss. was
Yeah,
healthy.
that's what I was about to
Do
say
people
too.
just forget Zach Moss tore his ACL? Maybe
Yeah.
he won't be the same coming back. But
I
the
mean-
Bengals pass the ball almost twice as much on first down as any other team in the NFL. They don't run the ball nearly as much.
Which I mean, I think that helps Chase Brown over Zach Moss because
I
I
mean-
think Chase Brown is a receiving back.
But not over Kyron Williams.
No, yeah,
Yeah.
I
Kyron's
agree.
Kyron's a workhorse of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like in
And
that Rams offense, it's Puka. I mean Cooper Kupp if he's there.
yeah.
Puka, Cooper Kupp, Kyron, and who?
If Cup
No
gets
one else.
traded, that's even more that goes towards Kyron too.
Here's
Yeah.
my thing. I think the Rams will be. I keep saying this every single year. I think they'll be not bad, but not a playoff team next year. I think they'll be passing the ball more. I don't think they'll have as much running opportunity. I think Kyron. I have him RB11 right now, which is probably a little bit lower than most people have him. I just don't think they'll be as good. And the offensive line is old.
Where
and
do you
kinda
have
shaky.
Brown?
Like 14 or something. I don't get it. When Zach
I
Moss
think
comes
Chase
back. I don't know what
Brown's
to think
high
of the Bengals.
for
He's kind of one that
everybody's
I'll evaluate later. Hold
Can
on.
we talk about Bucky Irving?
They have him so high. I don't get it.
Bucky
I love
Irving.
They have
I
him
Chase
over
Brown 20 right
Kyron.
now, RB20. Because I don't know what to think of it. I
What-
have him
what-
behind Demo.
Where is Bucky Irving on Fantasy Pros right now?
He's
eight.
like
RB
he was
I have him
6 on someone
13.
else's
I have
list.
13. Behind James Cook, Kyron, Joe Mixon. Who's
Oh
taking?
my gosh.
What, did
Joe
yeah.
Mixon
I love Joe.
is 13 on their board. He's behind. Yeah, I don't get it.
I mean, how old's Joe Mixon?
Didn't Joe Mixon go on like a crazy
I think he's 29.
streak
Yes.
again?
No, no, no.
He's
not
20
him.
ages.
He sucked at the end.
Dave Montgomery.
He'll age and he'll age, but
Joe Mixon was bad at the end, which is like scaring everybody. But if you look at like every other week except the last 4 weeks, he was
The Texans were bad.
insane.
The entire offense was bad. You remember Nico Collins in the fantasy playoffs? He was horrible. He was horrible. He had two catches for 17 yards that had 2 touchdowns one game. Got so lucky with the production. But the Texans were just bad at the end of the season. You can't blame that on Joe Mixon.
Another guy. What do we think about JSN?
You know my opinion. He's not better than DK Metcalf. He's just not. I would draft DK Metcalf over Jackson Smith-Njigba. He's a better receiver.
What do you think?
And I told you this. And I was trying to
JSN just you look at late JSN fantasy last year.
Yeah.
He had so many targets. I mean, people look into the end of the season a lot, and like more than anything else, more than the whole of the season. I don't know. I mean,
do you think he's second round?
I don't think he's second round.
Okay,
That's
that's where he's going.
No. I think Brian Thomas. People are saying Brian Thomas Jr. is first round. I also don't agree with that. I think he's second round.
Well, okay.
But I don't.
He was so productive last year.
Where is Brock Bowers? Where does tight end one?
I love Brock.
Hey, I've made this. Okay, where does he go? 1-2 turn, but maybe early second.
Brock Bowers?
Yeah, I would say early second, but 1-2 turn.
I see, but it kills me because I'm never gonna take a tight end there.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I
think Trey McBride is neck and neck with Brock Bowers. No, he averaged more points last year, and I think the Cardinals' offense will be an offense that shoots up this year.
Who is the Raiders quarterback now? Are they going to...
If they draft Shedeur Sanders, we Shedeur Sanders. But it'll probably end up being like Justin Fields, someone I free agency, honestly.
Justin Fields wouldn't be horrible.
Because I think they're gonna. There's like an 80% chance they draft defense.
Justin Fields is not great, but he's better than Aiden O'Connell.
No one knows.
How much do y'all think?
Same roles. Yeah.
How much do y'all think Marvin Harrison is going to
I made
progress?
Yeah,
way up.
Yeah.
He's got a year of NFL training, nutrition, coaching. He's gonna.
I don't understand how coming into his rookie season,
yeah,
he was wide receiver 12, and coming out of his rookie season, he's wide receiver 28. It makes zero sense.
I'm up on the Cardinals' offense, especially passing game. Trey McBride and Marvin Harrison, especially Marvin Harrison. That's just dumb. Wide receiver 28 behind some of those guys. I think, I don't get it. Yeah, it should be way higher.
What about Ayuk right now?
I don't
Exactly.
know about him, bro.
No, I'm drafting him every single draft.
Yeah.
I'm high on Ayuk. I mean, they're getting rid of Debo washed. I'm so mad at you, Debo.
Yeah.
Samuel.
But they're getting rid of key players in the offense. I don't get why he isn't higher. Same thing with CMC. You know, Drake Kittle not as much, but
Lad McConkey was going at the 2-3 turn.
Oh my gosh, Lad had a great end of the season.
Yeah.
I have Lad behind Rasheed Rice. I'd rather have Rasheed Rice if I was drafting. People just forgot what Rasheed Rice.
Yeah, people did forget Rasheed Rice.
He was like wide receiver 2 in
Yeah.
the beginning 4 weeks for Patrick Mahomes. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
Yeah, the group. Wait, where?
What happened to Wasn't Tyreek Hill like wanting out of Miami and now he just doesn't want to leave or something?
I think Tyreek Hill can bounce back this season.
I mean,
I'm
it's
higher.
Tyreek Hill.
I'm higher on Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle right now. I think that they'll both be better.
Yeah.
But there's a chance the Dolphins are just horrible next year because of their cap space. I mean, they might just fall apart.
But players have like good and bad starts and ends of the season. You remember last year, Jamar Chase. People wanted to trade him like the first 4 weeks. Like,
I thought long and hard about after Justin Jefferson started off hot trading for Jamar Chase 1 for 1 because I thought it was gonna be so good. But I got worried that he was gonna get injured into the season because he hadn't done any of the training or something, and I didn't want that to happen. And Justin Jefferson was so solid, and it's Justin Jefferson that I decided to stick with it. But I wish I had, obviously.
Yeah.
But Tyreek Hill's one of those guys. Jack talked about this one time. I agree. He could just have like an 80-yard touchdown and make up for all your fantasy points. You know, he's one of those players.
Like even if the Dolphins lose like 49-7, if that 7 points is an 85-yard touchdown pass,
he can
then
just break
you're
off.
fine.
Y'all remember like that like first part of the season where the Saints looked like they were gonna be like crazy?
Oh my god!
When it persuaded me to pick them to win the division, that's
hilarious.
It's like all those memes where it's like, son, you remember the 2024 weeks 1 and 2 Saints?
Yeah.
They looked so good.
Yeah,
everybody just like
Stokes was like, they're gonna win the Super Bowl.
Kamara dropped.
This is embarrassing.
Kamara dropped 44 week 2.
Talked about this last podcast. The Bears started 4-2, and they ended 5-12.
That's crazy. That's insane.
It was so disappointing as a Bears fan.
Keenan Allen had like he was actually getting like good targets from Caleb Williams and like touched. It was crazy. I was looking at him on who was it? Preston had him. I forgot. Someone had him.
Yeah.
And it looked kind of he dropped off though from the Chargers to the.
Well, yeah,
He was wide receiver too with the Chargers.
Bro, your team before like I officially joined. You had like what Keenan? You had a crazy team.
Yeah, my team was Tyreek Hill, wide receiver 1. Everybody got hurt, bro.
Yeah, no, that's not your
My
fault.
mic's falling.
He gets hurt every single year.
Yeah.
Hey, how would you compare? Okay, this is just all. Okay, let me think here. Chris Godwin versus Ladd McConkey. Because Chris Godwin is wide receiver 34 on Fantasy Pros. 34. That's
30.
behind. That's
What?
behind.
How old is
What?
Chris Godwin?
34.
I
guess you could say injuries. I don't
know how Chris Godwin is gonna play coming off of a ACL tear.
I'm low-key gonna be scared of both Buccaneers wide receivers.
Yeah.
I like Ladd McConkey a lot.
Yeah, I'd rather have Jerry Jeudy over Chris Godwin. That makes sense. What is this?
Jerry Jeudy.
Jameson Williams,
Oh yeah.
Mr. 3 points, 30 points, 3 points. You know,
That's so true.
Yeah.
Debo Samuel, obviously. I mean,
Yeah.
in the new
Where's he
offense
gonna
of
go?
whoever knows.
The washed.
Calvin Ridley, you know. You want to talk about Wash, 29 years old. On the Tennessee Titans,
Yeah.
over who were just Chris Godwin?
Wait, I did just want to mention that the Sin House podcast has won 100% of the fantasy championships.
Yep. And we had the top 2 this year. Just to point that out.
Yeah.
Second place.
Hey, and top 2 in the consolation.
Hey!
So-
yeah,
top 2 and everything.
Consolation.
Oh.
I'll let Julian and Silas Krim get. Wait, that was.
You
that
built
was too much.
Julian's team.
Yeah,
You
I
did
don't know,
build
he was
Julian's
tight.
team.
He didn't have to manage it at all. He just had it handed to him.
I low key took 2 teams to the championship. Or not
No.
championship, playoffs.
Silas's team would have been so good if you didn't scam him
God,
twice.
that was such a good trade.
Yeah,
That was right before both of Jamar
Jack-
Chase and Derrick Henry blew up.
we talked about this
Golly.
last podcast. Jack had like some amazing trades and some horrible trades, but he just made so many that it worked out.
Yeah.
I don't.
that
And,
Jamar Chase Derrick Henry trade. Oh my god.
and everybody's just gonna remember me as a scam merchant, even though he did the exact same thing.
What are your opinions on like Genty or some of the rookies?
Oh, Ashton.
You can't
That was
rank them
awesome.
if you don't know where they're going to be.
Well, I'm just saying what.
It really just depends on what offense they get into.
Yeah.
I mean, okay.
I have my
I don't know.
I have my opinions on prospects. I think Amari Hampton's better than Ashton Jitty. I've said that. But Ashton Jitty going to the Bears. I mean, I think that's
I'd like
most
that.
likely
I'd like that.
spot. I
You
think
should get a
Genty.
Genty jersey if he goes to the Bears.
Yo, if he goes to the Bears, I promise I'll get Ashton Genty jersey.
That's probably the most likely spot. I think.
I just want the
I mean,
Packers
everyone
to
wants to
get
say
someone
Cowboys.
good. That's all I want.
You know, but who knows?
What if Genty goes to the Bears, and I get a jersey, and then he leaves after 1 year somehow, like they traded him? I would be so sad.
I'm gonna be mad if
Or
he
he
goes
gets
to,
injured.
If he goes to Dallas. I'm gonna be mad.
No, I don't want him to go to Dallas.
I
He
don't
gotta
think
go to
he'll
the
get there.
Bears.
I just don't think. I think some team will trade up if he gets.
You want to know who's really low right now in terms of fantasy pros? And I get what
every
you're saying.
single rookie.
I know
besides
what
Ashton Jitty.
I know what you're saying about rookies, but there's no way Tyler Warren is like tight end
Yeah.
18.
He's gonna be a top 5 tight end.
Yeah, what? I mean,
You mean
Actually,
yeah. I mean, okay. Who's better? So, Trey McBride's better. Brock Bowers is better.
Kelsey.
No, not Kelsey.
I don't-
Kelsey's washed.
Kittle.
Kittle is better.
And then you can start having some conversations.
Kincaid, Laporta.
Laporta. I take Laporta.
I take
Laporta.
I take
Evan
Laporta.
Ingram.
No, taking Kyle Warren over Evan Ingram.
I was
What about like you guy Kyle Pitts?
I was about to say Kyle Pitts. I don't know.
Oh,
I mean, I might honestly.
I forgot about. I was thinking
But no, I wouldn't.
Hawkinson instead of. I was thinking
Okay,
Kincaid instead of
Hawkinson, maybe Laporta, maybe he's top 6. You could put those two over.
I think-
top 6.
Yeah, I think he's 6.
But he's better than Kelsey. He's better than Mark Andrews. He's better than. I'm trying to
What
think
about
some
Johnny
of the top tight
Smith?
What about
I'm just better than Johnny Smith.
Yeah, I think he's better than Johnny Smith too.
He's better than Evan Ingram. He's better than Kincaid. He's better. I'm trying to think of some other.
Better than
top
Zach
tight ends.
Ertz.
Better than Zach Ertz. Better than.
Y'all are so low on Evan Ingram.
I think Evan Ingram's good. He's better than Njoku. I mean, if
He's
Njoku
better than
plays,
Njoku.
if Njoku,
What about Isaiah Likely?
He's better than Isaiah Likely. 32 of maybe.
yeah,
Hey, you still won. It's okay. It's like the. Oh,
I should have kept him for myself.
A little vault throwback trade.
Hey, I did.
The first fantasy year where I won the championship, I just like to bring that up because it's the peak of my life. I'll peak there. I traded for Travis Kelce late. I traded 2023 Evan Ingram, 2023 DK Metcalf, and 2023 Breece Hall for Travis Kelce and Gabe Davis. I still won, but it's such a terrible trade.
Are we gonna?
DK Metcalf dropped 37 the first week that he traded. Remember that against Kelce?
Yes.
I remember watching that.
And
Jackson
DK
was
had a good
crashing
week
out.
too.
Yeah.
Travis Kelce went first overall in our first year
He
of the
dra-
draft.
he
I
drafted
did not
Travis
do
Kelce.
fantasy.
first.
EA was like, yeah, let me take Travis Kelce real quick.
I was
First
the
overall.
only like
8th place.
I was the only in here. I was the only big fantasy nerd, like huge
Yeah.
fantasy nerd to start off.
Y'all
Y'all don't. When I showed how many hours I spent on fantasy, I just got clowned like for a long time.
I wish I could go see like what I turned Tyler's team into.
Yeah,
it was
I
good.
mean, it was
He wasn't in the league the first year. I don't know why, but
I just,
he
like,
turned
I
over.
don't think I was like friends with y'all.
Yeah,
No,
I
I didn't even know you for real.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
didn't know
same.
Cheek for real. Yep. Trying to think. Because I was at
You
a
had
lunch
Rashad
table.
White. I remember that.
Yeah, he
And-
carried.
And then I drafted him this year. He was
What?
horrible.
Rashad
I
White was
love
so
Rashad
horrible.
White so much. He was so
Took him
And I
in the
thought
third
about
round.
traded Rashad White.
Okay,
Traded for
wait,
Rashad
back to
White.
Tyler Warren. Tyler Warren goes to like Saints. We'll say he goes to Saints. What happens? Where do you think he goes? If he's like if he's the 6th best tight end talent wise in the Saints offense, and what happens?
Where do you
if
think he
there's
goes
a
in the draft?
lot? No, I think are you saying actual
Fantasy draft.
Okay, tight end wise.
Oh, tight end wise?
He's gonna be like Brock Bowers was.
Yeah.
You think like
He'll
tight end
probably
10
go
or
like tight end
something?
8.
Tight end 8.
I loved Brock
Let's
Bowers.
see, like David Njoku or Tyler Warren in the Saints office. I'm taking Tyler Warren in the Saints office.
Njoku's good when he plays.
Yeah, but he's on the Browns,
Yeah.
and he's not as good
They
as
better
Tyler
do
Warren.
something.
If he gets drafted
Or
to
they
the
have the-
Saints,
That's a
I
second
mean,
round pick, right? Or second overall pick.
Who? Browns?
Browns?
Yeah.
So guaranteed quarterback, or if they just keep Deshaun Watson.
Well, I think
I
Bill
think
Carter said.
I don't even know if they're gonna draft quarterback. I don't know.
running back with
We
Deshaun
didn't
Watson.
also talk
slash-
about this. I think Stefanski has a longer leash. He doesn't need a quarterback right now. If Abdul Carter's there, they'll take Abdul Carter. And if Abdul Carter's not there, I think they probably take Travis Hunter.
Just get an immediate replacement for Myles Garrett.
That would be perfect.
Yeah.
And I think they lose Denzel Ward to free agency next year. So Travis Hunter would be the Denzel Ward replacement. Because they have no cap because of Deshaun Watson. And I think he can afford to get the franchise quarterback next year or the next year, depending. These are better quarterback classes.
Well, I think we pretty much talked through it all.
Yeah.
Final. I have some MLB thoughts I want to share. Well, you had spring training finally starting. The ABS new system. They have no clue about baseball. But ABS system's pretty awesome. Tap the helmet and it shows you. It's like it shows you how it's cool. Yeah, y'all know. Juan Soto, first MLB at bat with the Mets, bombs one. That was pretty cool to watch. That's really all I got. Hopefully the Diamondbacks or the Cubs head to the series. But
Cubs, go Cubs.
I'm a Cubs fan and a Diamondbacks fan.
Just Braves. I don't watch any Braves game. I'm not gonna. I'm an actual
I don't
Braves
know
fan.
anything about baseball, but go Cubs.
Yeah, I don't.
I just don't like the Yankees and I don't like the Dodgers.
Why?
The Dodgers
Because
just
they're the good ones and they're the popular ones.
they need to add a salary cap
like
to the
the,
MLB.
Yeah, that's the thing. The Dodgers buy all the
Dodgers
players. That's
just
what I'm
have
saying.
Wait,
Dodgers-
there's
And they
no
still
salary cap?
got 12.
They
I
don't-
saw the Cubs
wait, I
final
didn't know
score.
that. They don't
have
beat
the
the
salary
12-4.
cap.
Did you see that? So it's something the Cubs beat the Dodgers 12-4.
I mean, the $700 million contract makes sense
How
now.
do they not have a salary cap?
That's what-
How did I?
It's bad.
It's bad,
That's,
bro.
that's
The
why
Dodgers just
the
can't
MLB
spend-
sucks. No
So-
one watches the MLB.
Why-
It sucks.
So the teams in New York, LA, Chicago, and
The
Atlanta.
Dodgers- Did you see the
just
Dodgers
dominate?
sign
Well,
this year?
Chicago sucks.
It was like
Chicago
$100
can't
million
do
for
anything.
each player. They just paid them, and they got all the good pitchers.
I don't even
I
know
mean,
if the White Sox are good, but
No, White Sox are the worst. They're like the
actually?
worst team.
let's
ever.
go.
Like it's
I'm so
bad.
I'm
Like,
so
it's,
happy.
They're bad.
like they wanted a streak of just losing games that was like unheard of. It was bad.
Go Cubs.
I remember the A's a couple years ago.
Oh
Like
my
one of the worst
gosh.
teams in history.
Like they
Yeah.
oh sell out
yeah.
their stadium. It was bad.
Yeah.
Who
Did,
was?
did
was
they
it the
move?
What?
Did they move?
Are they moving
I
to
think they're-
Vegas, right?
I think.
Oh,
I
The
think
Vegas
so. There was
A's.
talks
What are
about
they
that.
gonna call them?
I don't know.
don't they already? Isn't the Las Vegas Aces? Isn't that a WNBA team?
Yeah, that is a
I think so.
WNBA team. I thought of that too.
Yeah.
Bro, WNBA took the biggest fall off in all of sports history.
I-
Where did they even have any weird fall from?
No.
Caitlin Clark, just like
Well, it was Caitlin Clark, and it was the 3-point contest that gave them a hype, but it was like it was such short-lived hype.
I know.
I feel bad for them, Lucky.
I don't even know where to watch them. I don't think they're on TV.
We had NASCAR.
Oh yeah, I was about to say that.
Daytona 500 was last weekend, right? Golly, that was so
William
much fun to
Byron,
watch.
and then who went
Huge
to that?
record. What?
I already forgot. Christopher Bell.
Yeah,
Bell
Christopher
went
Bell.
there. Actually, Christopher Bell fan.
I'm a Keselowski fan. Got wrecked from Chase Elliott. I heard.
Martin Truex didn't start today. He's had 600 something straight races, and he didn't start. That's my favorite race. He's at 40 something.
Hey, I say we take the Send the House group to Dega.
That'd be fun.
They wouldn't give two craps. Me and
It's
DA would
fun,
It's
even if
so
you don't know
much-
what's going
I
on.
know.
It's
Yeah,
just
no,
loud.
it would be
It's
fun
loud.
Yeah.
It's like you have like the first little part's fun, like when they started up, and it's just kind of like, meh, and then the last like couple laps, bro.
The last
Oh my gosh, it's so
everybody's
much-
wrecking. Super Speedway is amazing.
I don't know how those guys do it though. That is like it's so like precision.
Fast reflexes.
Yeah. Logano almost had a massive comeback at Daytona, but he sold it, so he got wrecked. Ryan Preece, isn't that his name? The guy that got flipped
upside down
That's
for the
rough.
second time in
I
his
know.
career at Daytona.
Wait, he got flipped over second time in his
He
career?
just can't catch a
That's
break.
rough.
Yeah, poor Preece. That was bad.
I'm pretty sure he raced good today too. I saw him in the top 10 a lot. So.
Who was it? Alligator?
Al
Yeah, the
Algier or
Xfinity
whatever.
guy.
Xfinity
Tyler
legend.
Algier?
Not Tyler
Tyler
Algier.
Algier.
Just
The guy I was hyping up before the season.
Because the Falcons are stupid.
Well, they kind of have like Bijan Robinsons. Around
Yeah.
So
No,
Some
Bijan
random
is
kid
crap.
named Bijan.
Right now, MVP pick for NBA. If you were a voter.
Oh, gosh.
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Brand. Sorry. Just take it a little bit.
Give me Jokic.
Jokic.
See,
It's-
Brandon Williams hurt me.
It's Jokic blows my mind every year. He has the greatest statistical seasons all time, and then people just have voter fatigue. I think they're really close, like everyone else does. But I just have Jokic. I don't care about voter fatigue. He should win.
He's
I would go
best player in the NBA.
SGA if it were me.
Me too.
SGA has so much more aura, though.
Yeah.
Have you
But
seen the thing
Jokic
where, like,
is just better, right? He's
he
better.
daps
player.
Yeah.
up his teammate and his
So-
teammate just falls to the ground.
Yes, I know what you're talking about.
Have y'all seen that?
I don't know.
You know who it is that falls on the ground? Bismack Biyombo.
Bismack Biyombo, former Hornet.
Former Hornet.
Yeah.
Where's
Former
LaMelo on
Bobcat,
MVP
too.
voting? Where's LaMelo on MVP voting?
I mean, he didn't
Is he
make the
plus-
All-Star
is he
game.
plus-
Yo, can we address
Plus
the
10,000
elephant
odds.
room? LeVar with no foot.
LeVar, no!
LeVar amputated foot out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Lost.
No!
Yeah.
LeVar.
Yeah. The whole ball family.
You had to nerve him somehow.
It's too much media attention, man.
It's terrible. It's terrible. It's tragic, you know.
Who was it? The Panthers that had like the $2 tickets this year?
Probably.
Yeah, I'm
They're
pretty
on the Andy Dalton stretch. No one cares.
sure. That was.
Hey, it helped
First
Deontay
Andy Dalton,
Johnson.
Can we talk about, or not? We don't have to talk about it. But Deontay Johnson had like the weirdest little stretch of career of all time.
Yeah. I mean, he went from Panthers to Ravens. Ravens.
Well, we
Kicked-
didn't talk about Panthers. He was wide receiver one.
Yeah, great.
Clear target. I mean, he's the
You
number one
had
guy.
Yeah,
He was
did have-
cooking.
He was
He was-
cooking.
And on a terrible Panthers team with a quarterback situation that couldn't get down. He was actually good, and he's a good receiver. And then, go ahead. See
He leaves to he gets traded. He
traded
to the Ravens, right?
to the
and then-
Ravens.
And then he has some.
One pass.
Yeah.
One pass this time in the Ravens.
He has some. He doesn't like it, or he doesn't like his situation.
Gets his panties in a wad.
Yeah, emotional problem. He gets kicked off the team. Gets picked up by the
Texans.
Texans.
For the playoffs.
Yeah, and then
Does nothing. I
Yeah.
don't think he got activated.
Yeah.
I think it's something. He's like a cancer in the locker room. Not a guy you want on your team. I think that's the reason the Panthers traded him for a 6th-round pick. But they just wanted him out of there, and they did better when he wasn't there. So
better than the Jazz trading 1 first-round or 2 first-round picks for 1.
Actually, y'all traded 3 first-round
Three
picks for
first-round.
1.
okay.
My bad.
Yeah.
But at
still
least y'all
don't
got Mo
understand.
Bamba and
Mo Bamba.
for a few hours before you released him.
Before we traded him again.
The players bought there.
Didn't y'all trade like PJ Tucker?
Yeah.
Or who was it?
Y'all got
Y'all
PJ
traded for Dennis Schroeder, and then traded away Dennis Schroeder for
Schroeder was
Josh
on
Richardson.
Kenny
Schroeder
Beecham-
was on the squad
Kenny
for
Beecham
like
get ass and
45
flip him.
minutes.
It's so
Yeah.
sad.
Get assets and flip him. Get back the same player you just traded away.
Yeah.
Nah, I've seen Kenny Beecham do that on 2K.
Yeah. For sure.
Kenny Beecham. I haven't watched that guy in a hot minute.
I'm one of Kenny Beecham's greatest all-time watchers. Been watching since like a solid 2018.
Dude, when I get that wave of just watching his rebuilds, it's peak. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I think I watched Kenny Beecham before I got my first 2K. Like, I watched him 2 years before I got my first 2K, which is crazy.
Yeah.
Influence.
Well, is that gonna be it?
Yeah, I think that's it.
Wrap it up
That's
with
it.
the glaze.
Well, thank you for tuning in to season 2, episode 2. We're glad you watched.
Yep.
We'll see you in the next one.
All right, see ya.
See ya.